So it has been a while since my last video, coming up on about 3 months actually now. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. Life just got busy, and what turned into a 1 to 2 week break so I could take care of moving my family all the way across the country has now turned into a 2.5, almost 3 month gap in me making these videos. And there's a few reasons for that, but the big one is just that once you stop doing something consistently, it gets harder and harder to start doing it again. And I think that's happened to a lot of us over time with skating in general, where you take 1 to 2 weeks off for an injury or to handle some stuff with family or whatever life stuff gets in the way. And all of a sudden, it's been 4 years since you've skated, and now you're coming back to it, and you're back to blading. So here I am, getting back after it, making videos again, and I'm pretty excited about it. Might get a little spotty, because my focus is pretty much just getting myself a new job out on the West Coast so I don't have to commute to Boston for work. But now that I've been a YouTuber for a little over a year, it's time for me to make the very cliche video all YouTubers make eventually. Now, most of my skate gear is still in a storage unit, so for the sake of this, let's pretend that I'm in front of Lawrence's wall of skates. Gear does not matter. Now, the rollerblading community has seen a ton of growth over the last couple of years. And with that growth, with new people coming into the community, people who used to be in it coming back, and things have changed, comes a lot of discussion about what products are the best, how to build out the perfect setup and achieve that unicorn skate, that skate that when you put it on, it is gonna make you the best skater you have ever been. But I'm telling you guys right now, that setup does not exist. Stop wasting money on parts. Go out and skate more. Now, I'm sure some of y'all have noticed that I swapped to my gray 909s, which are set up with Sola frames, and it is not lost on me that I'm sitting here telling you gear does not matter, as I'm skating a setup that would retail for over $750. But in general, it's the truth. Now, things like Intuition liners and Sola frames are highly specialized tools that they do what they're designed to do very well, but in a general sense, they're not necessarily the best thing. Like, I love Sola frames for skating bowls, but for doing grinder blading, they're not necessarily my favorite thing. Now, people purchasing gear is great for the industry, and I love nerding out about parts as much as the next guy, so I hate to tell anyone to ever stop buying gear. But if you found yourself in this loop of constantly swapping out parts, buying new gear, and also getting frustrated with your progression, then maybe it's time to stop buying gear. I mean, hell, I ran this YouTube channel for 11 months, 100% off of my phone, filmed, edited, uploaded, whatever, all of it done on my phone. And sure, some products make things easier to do certain things, but there's something to be said about having a consistent setup for a long time. It's why you don't see pros changing boots every week. Having a consistent setup, giving your brain a chance to learn what you're skating, will give you the confidence to learn new tricks. That way you're not both learning new tricks and learning how to skate the boot that you're in. Alright guys, that does it for this week. Unfortunately, I am nursing a hurt right ankle, so probably going to take a little bit of time to let that heal. Fortunately, I do have at least one, maybe 2 episodes worth of footage that can buy me a couple weeks here, but maybe next week I'll talk about my experience skating metal frames. I don't know. For now, I'm going to get back to learning how to use my new equipment and figuring out how to edit on a computer for the first time. But that is all for this week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Look forward to seeing you guys again next time. Goodbye.